There's some good news around Arsenal, but also there is some awful news. Bukayo Saka's back, but Gabriel's out. It's now been confirmed that he's going to miss the rest of the season with injury. It's almost like we get Bukayo Saka back and we can start to dream a little bit. We got Real Madrid coming up. So Saka comes back and Gabriel looks at him and says, "You back now?" Saka's like, "Yeah, I'm back." He's like, "All right, laters, I'm out." What? Why can we not get a consistent run of players? Like, just let us have a full team for 2-3 games. Let us just play Real Madrid at least with a full squad. But it's not going to happen. Like, there's a bit of a debate going around at the minute. People saying I'd rather have Gabriel available for the Real Madrid game over Bukayo Saka. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that in the comment section. If you could pick to have one of those players ready for the Real Madrid game, would it be Saka or would it be Gabriel? Because, like, the fear initially with Gabriel was that he's just going to miss a couple of games. And then, Arsenal coming out today saying he's having surgery on a hamstring. And that is going to be his season done. What does that mean? Like, we're obviously out of the league anyway. People are still hoping that Liverpool slip up and Arsenal beat Liverpool at Anfield. People, it's done. We're not going to win the league. Our biggest chance at winning the trophy this season is and has been for about 2 months the Champions League. And that starts with Real Madrid. We've got 5 days until we play Real Madrid. And news like this will rock the camp. Now, I'm not ready to submit and say there's no chance that Arsenal can beat Real Madrid. But you best believe it's just got so much more difficult. Because we saw when Gabriel come off, Kivior come on, and he got done. About 2 or 3 times he was laying down and the player was just running past him. And I was thinking, this is not good. Look, I'm not going to dig out Kivior. I'm not someone who's going to slate a player, but you can't be starting Kivior against Real Madrid. Now, hopefully there's options, but it just depends what's happening with Jury and Timber, with Ben White, because I would like to see a backline of Lewis Skelly, Saliba, Timber, and Ben White. Is it makeshift? Yeah, but it's going to have to be that. We've had to do this so many times this season where we just can't field our best team. We're having to make shift and play certain players in midfield. The forward line's been a mess this season, and now we're having problems with the defence as well. We just can't catch a break. Like, who is to blame? Like, I don't think there's anyone to blame. I'm seeing people out there saying this is all on the coaching staff and the medical team, and I'm like, yeah, I guess, but it wasn't on the medical team or coaching staff last season when we had minimal injuries. The only players that was injured last season, they had Tom in their name. It was Tomiyasu and Thomas Partey. Those were basically the only 2 guys that were injured for last season. We had so much good luck, but now this season, we're seeing Odegaard, we had Saliba, we got Saka, we got now Gabriel, and it's like the season is a write-off. Like, I'm still hopeful of getting a result against Real Madrid, but like I said, it's going to be difficult. Saka back is brilliant news. Like, I wasn't able to do a video on the Fulham game. Let me know your thoughts on the Fulham game if you can. I know it's a couple of days has passed now, but let me know who was your man of the match in that Fulham game. What you thought of Saka's performance. 7 minutes back and he scores. Massive. Like I said, the argument is, would you rather have Gabriel or Saka back? And look, I understand people wanting to have a strong defence, and maybe that is what I would go for, but we're not going to have Gabriel available. So just focus on the fact that we do have Saka, and I think Saka can do good things against Real Madrid. Like, there's a bit of good news because Rudiger's apparently going to miss the Arsenal game as well. So you got probably similar level defenders missing. Real Madrid, Rudiger, Arsenal, Gabriel, 2 of the best centre-backs in world football in the minute. I know everyone likes to give the plaudits and applause to William Saliba, but William Saliba, is he better than Gabriel? Some people's opinion is yes. A lot of people's opinion is Gabriel is the guy who makes Saliba what he is. And I don't disagree with that opinion because I think Gabriel is so important to this Arsenal team. He's the dictator. But that's what Rudiger is to Real Madrid as well. Like, we still got to play Everton before we get to that Real Madrid game. But like I said, I'm kind of... all my full focus now is just what can we do in the Champions League. And that kind of will leave Mikel Arteta with a question for the game this weekend. We've obviously got Everton Saturday, early kickoff. Do you rest players? I don't know. Will he rest players for the Everton game? I think you probably have to. I don't think there's any danger now of Arsenal falling out of the top 4. We got Nottingham Forest. What are they? 4 points behind us. But below them, I think the next lowest is on 51. Nottingham Forest are on 57. So there's no danger of Arsenal falling out of the top floor. So do I rest players for Everton? My opinion is probably yes. The only chance we've got this season, barring a miracle, of winning silverware is the Champions League. So you have to set aside your best team to be at 100% full fitness for that Real Madrid game. And if that means resting players against Everton, well, then do it. Because you have to beat Real Madrid. If you beat Real Madrid, that is such a massive statement. Like, I've got a video coming out in the next couple of days. I'm sure you guys have been seeing the links with players like Nico Williams and Gyökeres, because it's going to be a big summer at Arsenal. But we just need to try and keep the players that we've got fit for the rest of the season. Are Arsenal going to be able to do that? It's going to be difficult, because when it seems like, yes, right now we're finally going to have our full team available again, slap, Saka gets injured. Right, Saka's just coming back, we're going to have a full team, slap, Gabriel's injured. So it's going to be difficult, and it does start this weekend against Everton. It's just, like, you don't want to throw points away, but I 100% rest players for Everton. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And now, what is your feeling around this Real Madrid game? Does the Gabriel injury sway or change your opinion on how you think that game is going to play out? Because I think a lot of people would have to admit the fact that Arsenal are probably underdogs in this game. You don't play against arguably the biggest and best team in world football and not be underdogs. Arsenal have probably struggled recently in Europe. We was okay last season. We maybe struggled against Porto, got through against Bayern Munich, and then got through to play against Bayern Munich and then got knocked out. And this is our chance to stamp our authority in Europe. We haven't had that big win, and this is what I was hoping for. But like, the fact we haven't even got our full strength first team makes it more difficult, but it's still not impossible. I give Arsenal probably a 45% chance on beating Real Madrid. Some people might say you're deluded, but I'm saying, like, we still got a good team. Many of our players are still comparable. Like, if you look at the Real Madrid team, yes, they've got Mbappe, who's a world-class striker, which is what Arsenal are lacking. You got Mbappe, I call you. We got Mikel Merino. That's probably the only difference. You look at their wingers, they got what? Vinicius Jr., we got Saka. You look at the centre mids, they got Bellingham, we got Declan Rice, we got Odegaard, they got rudiger, we did have Gabriel, we still got Saliba. So people like to say Real Madrid are this team that cannot be beat, and they've got all these unbelievable world-class players. But when you actually start to think of their best players, and then you look at the players in our position, the difference isn't actually that much of a drop-off. Arsenal still have a very strong team. And like I said, yes, it's going to be difficult without Gabriel, but I'm still optimistic. The game against Everton on Saturday, of course, I will be doing a breakdown video tomorrow. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit like, all of that good stuff. Thanks so much to everyone for watching and listening. And I'll speak to you all in tomorrow's video. Gooners, have a good day.